Hello, everyone. My name is Kat Oriel with Forbes Breaking News, and today I'm here with Matt Taglia, Senior Director of Emerson College Polling. Matt, thanks so much for joining me today.
Thanks for having me, Kat.
Of course. So, your first post-election poll came out today covering a wide range of topics. I want to first start off with the road to the White House in 2028, starting off with the Democrats. You asked primary voters to name a candidate they would support as the nominee in 2028. Can you walk us through those results?
Sure. So we did this a little bit differently than some other folks have. We decided not to give preset options for voters, and instead we asked them an open-ended response, just name who you would like to see as the Democratic candidate. And we did that for both Democrats and Republicans. And on the Democratic side, we found Harris with 37%, Gavin Newsom with 7%, Pete Buttigieg with 4%, and then Gretchen Whitmer and Josh Shapiro both with 3%. There's a longer list there. We'll keep it to the 3% or above. Uh, but there are quite a few candidates that were named in this overall, running the gamut of politicians versus non-politicians. A lot of folks who say they just aren't sure, they haven't really thought about it yet. And fair enough. I think it's an understatement to say it's early.
Yeah.
We still have 4 years here. But, I think it's useful to see, who folks are thinking about right after the election. And, no surprise there, Kamala Harris is still on the mind of Democratic voters. I think that, if anything, this is just showing us that, she's got high name ID following the election. Democrats still generally like her. She very well could be the nominee. She could put herself up to be the nominee, but who knows? At this point, I think we're really just seeing what the possibilities are, what's out there. And I'm sure that this will change over the next 4 years.
Right, that was going to be my next question. It is a common trend that post-election, the losing candidate in the weeks can still hold a large lead. So, I mean, I'm just wondering if this will persist through 2028 or if it's still people are still in the bargaining phase of the residual support that we're seeing, and that's contributing to the high number.
Yeah, I think there's a lot of residual support there. The election is still fresh on the minds of folks. Again, Harris having high name ID, she's going to benefit from this, especially when folks are asked to name people that they would like to see as the nominee. She's probably one who is top of mind, and fair, fair enough. More power to her. She was the nominee. She could be the nominee in 2028. That could hold. We'll see. But no, I don't expect that this will fully hold through
Mhm.
2028. I'm sure that there are some names that aren't even on this list that will be players in the Democratic nomination.
I'm just wondering if you were at all surprised by her high performance, considering the way that she performed too. I believe she had the worst showing of any candidate since Michael Dukakis in 1988. So why do you think she still has been able to have that high number despite the showing?
Well, I think the short answer is she's still popular among Democrats. I don't think that folks who are going to vote in the Democratic primaries in 2028, I don't think that they necessarily blame her. I think that she is still popular within the party. We didn't test her favorability here. We might do that in the future. But, I don't think that her reputation is tarnished within the party necessarily. I think there's a lot of analysis and equivocating that needs to happen there as far as, why she did underperform. We did see that she was underperforming President Biden, and we just didn't know by how much. And we knew that it was going to be close in these swing states, which it was. It was not, an overwhelming defeat necessarily if you look at it a certain way. But she did lose a popular vote. There's no arguing with that. But I think, despite that, the diehard Democrats who are going to vote in primaries, they don't necessarily dislike her, and they don't necessarily blame her for the loss.